everybody. Welcome or welcome back to Novel Idea. My name is Dia and today is a weekly reading update. So this week I completed 5 books. I don't think I really loved any of them. Well, one of them I did. I really loved one of them. So let me just tell you about them, and then I'll tell you kind of what's up for the rest of the month. Okay, so the first book that I completed this week was Coming to My Senses. This is by Alice Waters. I was really hoping that this was going to be more of her journey to becoming a counterculture chef. Because what she did is she decided that she was going to open a restaurant that had one set menu each night. You didn't get a menu put in front of you. You just were told, it was usually written on a chalkboard outside the restaurant, told what it was that would be being served that night. And that was the only thing that you got. You got your choice of wine usually. And that was it. And so she wanted something that was very fresh, very now. And so she would shop every morning at the farmers markets and do that kind of thing. I was really hoping it was going to be much more of that kind of eye-opening, coming around experience. And it ended up being much more about her entire life. So this is a full-on memoir of her life, not of just becoming a chef. It was not my favorite as far as memoirs go, but I still really loved hearing Alice's voice in my head. She has a very distinctive voice, and I could hear her talking as I was reading. The next book that I read was Cultivating Delight. This is by Diane Ackerman. The tagline of the book is like a memoir of my garden or something like that. And I thought that it was going to just strictly be about her garden and what she had learned, you know, like plants that went well together and when to plant these kinds of things and when not to, and what it was that brought her delight about certain plants and just different things like that. And it was much broader than that. I still really enjoyed it. I still thought it was a good book, but it just was not what I was expecting. And so I had to kind of make some adjustments in the middle of my reading with it, and made a whole bunch of notes on it, and really found a lot of very quotable moments in the book. And like I said, overall just really enjoyed it. Coming to My Senses, nonfiction, Cultivating Delight, nonfiction. And then I read World of Wonders, and this is by Aimee something, and I cannot pronounce her name, but I'm going to put a picture up here, I don't know which one. And so this was my favorite out of everything that I read this month, or this week, I should say. And it was, she would take one single subject, like the catalpa tree, and she would take just one subject. She would tell us a little bit about what it is, and then she would tell us why it is a wonder. And I really enjoyed it. I got through it very quickly. I could have taken much more time with it and things. It was a library loan. I needed to get it back. but I think I might check it out again because I enjoyed it so much. Just enchanting, really full of wonder. It was great. The next two are fiction books. And so the first one that I completed was I think the final one, at least currently, in the Aggie Morton series. And these are middle grade, about Agatha Christie as a small girl. And so this was The Seaside Corpse was the name of this mystery. And it was really fun. The whole series is really fun. They're just very interesting to see Agatha Christie as a child, and I really loved the premise of all of the books. And so this was just right up there. It was great. I loved every moment of it. And then I read FurySong. This is by Rosaria Munda, and it is book 3 in the Aurelian cycle, I think is the name of the series. Fireborn, Flamefall, FurySong. And so this is the final book, and I really liked the first book in this series. I thought it was wonderful. It's YA, but it was written without a lot of angst, without a lot of just fluff kind of romance stuff. It was political. It was really interesting politically. And then the second book really bugged me. And there was a lot of the miscommunication trope, a lot of the angst that you get with young adult books, and things that happened that I didn't feel really needed a lot of page time happened in the second book. And then with this third one, I just wanted to finish the series. I wasn't excited to because of the second book. And this book, again, would have been so good if it was not for all of the stuff that I just wasn't interested in. I was very interested in the political side of things, the war, things that happen when somebody is trying to revolutionize what government is, and the mistakes that they make in the process that the other government wasn't making, but they're doing good things that the other government wasn't doing, and just how all of that was playing out. I was really enjoying that part of it. But again, just things that were done and said. I appreciated that what she was trying to do. I just wish it would have been written in a more adult side of young adult, rather than that sexual tension and all of the other things that come along with the YA genre or YA category. So that is it, you guys. That's what I read this week. Let me tell you what I'm in the middle of. So right now I'm in the middle of The Hidden Life of Trees. And this is by Peter Wohlleben. And I am really enjoying this. This is so good. He is talking about his own experience with trees, yes, but he's also talking about just how he was wrong in the early days when he was studying trees, and how far we've come in being able to know about these fascinating creatures, because they are alive, they are creatures, they do communicate with each other, and it's just lovely. I'm learning so much, and now I really want to own this book, because I think that it's another one of those that I would go back and reference often. And so I may end up putting this on my Christmas list because I just really, really like it. And I'm enjoying his style of writing as well. So let's see, my bookmark shrunk down. I am right there. So I have just a little bit left, probably 3/4 of the way through it. And I am also re-listening to the Golden Compass by Pullman, mainly because I have the 3rd book that I need to read still in that series, and I could not remember some of the premise of the first 2 books, and so I wanted to re-listen to them before I went on to the 3rd book. So that's what I'm doing with that. And then in December, I am going to be participating in the Reindeer Readathon. It is hosted by Eric over at Break Even Books. And then he appoints team captains. And so there are like 5 or 6 different teams hosted by YouTubers and Instagrammers. And we are competing teams. So you get points per category. Each one is a reindeer. So there's, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen. And each reindeer has a certain number of points attached to it. And that's how you earn points for your team. And so I'll be participating in that in December. And I will be back this next week with a little TBR for that readathon. I'm on Team Snowflake, hosted by Noelle. She's my team captain, and I will leave her channel linked down below. And I'm so excited. I was on Team Candy Cane last year, and I was on Team Nutcracker the year before. So 3rd year, and today is my 34th wedding anniversary. We are going to be going out, and it's fun to have it fall on a Saturday. That doesn't happen very often. So I hope everyone is getting their Christmas cheer on, and that you are having a wonderful season of just celebrating and being grateful, and looking forward to this season of lights that we have ahead. And thanks everybody for joining me today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.